Now it's probably time to get back to our normal form.
Good afternoon, aviators. I'm Jarrett.
And I'm Ethan, and these are your afternoon announcements.
Some people may have their schedules changed for in-person learning. We are scaling the classrooms down so proper social distancing can take place.
Halloween is still happening this year in Alliance. Trick-or-treating will go on the 31st. All who participate are asked to please wear masks for the protection of others. Here's what the mayor had to say about the holiday.
My name's Jarrett. I'm from Alliance City Schools, and I'm here with the mayor to talk about Halloween. How are you doing today, Mr. Andriani?
I'm very good, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good myself. To start this off, I just want to ask, what went into your decision for this year's Halloween due to COVID?
Well, in conjunction with other city officials and with the primarily the health commissioner, we looked at what our options were, whether or not we would do a mass trunk or treat for say at Silver Park or some other location. And one of our concerns was that we would have such traffic tie-ups. And then when we saw the governor's list of things that we were recommended to do, we thought we could do a nearly traditional trick or treat like we've done in the previous years. And with a few modifications and a few recommendations, we decided to go ahead with that plan. We're just advising caution to everybody given the situation right now. Well, the things, first of all, people need to remember is when you're going trick or treating, even though you're outside, you still should be wearing a mask. And unfortunately, a Halloween mask that goes with your costume really doesn't do anything to protect anyone from COVID-19.
Yeah.
So a mask that would do that and protect you is first the highest recommendation. Second is maintain social distance between home groups. In other words, your family groups. Stay together. Don't go off in groups with people that aren't familiar to you or known to you. That's the way this transmission occurs. And stay at least 6 feet apart. When done, be sure you wash your hands. We're also advising, as the governor is, wash down the outside of any treats you receive, the packaging. Don't just tie into it. And you can wash your hands, you can Purell your hands, but then if you touch something that's touched something, like a wrapper, you could have a problem.
And then the final question, everybody wants to know, what do you think about Alliance City Schools going back full-time?
Well, one of the things that I thought about, and I talked to Ms. Shar about this, maybe a month or so ago when the schools were just starting to look at going back. I think the way the Alliance schools are doing it is a good way. I think what we've learned is the value of in-person education. It's very hard to do this over a virtual type of method, and sooner or later we've got to go back to school. And what I think is we need to make sure that those prevention methods are in. We know what they are. They've been around for over 100 years. Mask, 6 foot distancing, and washing of hands at the least, or sanitizing. So I think the schools are in a good position to be able to do that. My understanding from Superintendent Gress is November 4th is the target date. And we're hopeful everybody can get back and get into the stream of things. And if you do have any symptoms at all, a fever, cough, don't come to school.
Yeah.
Everybody's okay with that.
Yeah.
And having been a former superintendent and principal and teacher, it's amazing because schools can have a lot of transmission. So what we want everybody to do is be safe, because you can't learn anything if you're not well and you're not safe.
The end of the first quarter is this week, which means report cards will be due this Friday the 30th. If you have any missing assignments, make sure you get them in before the end of the week, as they cannot be accepted after end of the 9 weeks.
Election Day is on November 3rd, which means there's no school on the 2nd and 3rd of November. If you're 18 or older, make sure to get out there and vote.
Huge reminder that November 4th will be the first day of all in school. Students will be returning to the regular 5-day learning schedule and will no longer be separated by A and B days. Though this change is sudden, the Alliance School Board has promised to take serious COVID precautions to ensure the safety of Alliance students attending in person. If you feel the need to change from online to in-person or in-person to online, forms are available to change your learning style.
November 5th is College and Career Night at 6 p.m. Stay tuned in for more updates and information.
Parent and Teacher Conference Night is November 5th, 3:30 to 7:30 p.m. The conferences will be held over Zoom calls or over the phone. To sign up, check your email from your teachers regarding sign up. Thank you for watching and have a great day.
Change into human disguise, we must.
Ah, that was better. Now it's time for the afternoon announcements.